Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews. We are going to be delving into Iyanlya Fix My Life. This is season 7, episode 2. I won't be on camera at all during this video because my allergies have swollen my eyes shut like somebody punched me in my face. So, maybe I'll be in the next one. We never know if the swelling goes down. Let's jump into it. So, we are doing Iyanlya Fix My Life. I skipped the episode with Horse McTeeth, whatever her name is, because I just wasn't interested. But this is a story about a mama who is coming in for help. She with her children, who all seem to be buck wild. But apparently from jump, mama done abandoned the children, so you left them to be raised by wolves. I don't understand why you confused about how they are the way they are. But we're going to get into it and see what happens. Wait, hold on, before we get to the baby. So the mama's name is Christy, and the husband's name is D something. I don't think he's not the father of any of these children. She has 8 children, only 3, I think. Wait, I think 4 of the kids are here. We've only met 3. We've met the oldest son, the youngest son, and one of the daughters. All of these people, I guess, live with her. Even the oldest boy, which seems odd to me, but okay, fine. She asked the baby girl, what have you learned about from your mother about being a woman and being a mother and your relationship with me? And she was like, pretty much just whatever my mom has done, I don't want. Damn. That's where we are right now. So just the opposite of whatever your mama did, because clearly she made all the wrong choice. Jesus Christ. This is the beginning.
My mother left when I was about 12 years old.
So they talked to the little baby. They asked, Iyanlya said, well, little baby boy, why are you here? And the oldest brother's talking. He said he's reckless. He's just out of control. He'd do any and everything he want whenever he's big and bad enough to do it. And so Iyanlya asked the oldest boy, Christian, he's like, why are you here? He's like, I think we need to find a way to heal all of the hurt and damage that's been done to this family so we can get to a good place. And Iyanlya said, hurt and damage? There's been hurt and damage? Ain't nobody said nothing about hurt and damage. Everybody shaking their head, yes. She was like, but nobody said anything about anything being hurt or damaged up until now. And apparently the mama abandoned these babies when this baby was 12. Oh, gee, this is too much. Okay. Pause. And the card says dishonesty. So Iyanlya says to the mama, because I know in my last video, all of the screen, because I was holding my phone, flickety. She says, have you had a conversation? She said, do you know what's wrong with your son? And she was like, yeah, because I left when he was 12. Apparently the story was she left to go to California for a better job opportunity. The son says, I have no recollection of that. I don't know what they're talking about. But she says, has you never had a conversation to talk to him about it? And she was like, no. So you not here to have a conversation with your oldest son and mend that relationship and not just discuss the fact that you and Dimitri is here raising grown adults? Daughter. This whole thing, what you thought it was about to be, is about to be something.
Because
all right, so, oh shit, I'm gonna go back. I think I skipped it 10 seconds ahead. All right, so Iyanlya starts pulling out these cards. One says dishonesty. She said, who's gonna take that card? So the mama takes that card. And she pulls out another card that says overwhelmed. And they give that card to the stepdaddy. And then she pulls out a card that says sad. And they give that to baby girl. Because you can literally feel the sadness, how you see somebody's aura and their wave pattern around them is disrupted. You can see the sadness pulsating off of her aura, her spirit man. Then they gave dishonesty to mama. They gave inconsistent to mama. Mama's getting into her feelings. Jesus, fix it, God. And then she pulls out the abandonment card. And baby boy, listen, this hurt my feelings. These not even my kids. He said, oh, we all need that card. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. And then Iyanla goofy ass talk about, it's okay, I'll make additional copies so everybody can have one. I'm done. Come get me. Okay, pause. Before she goes start talking to baby girl. So she sits down with mama and she's like, me and you need to have a conversation. She's like, mother to mother, I understand. You know, I had 3 children. Iyanla tells Christy, I had 3 children by 3 different men. I was a mother of 3 by the age of 21. So mother to mother, I understand. Elder to junior, we got a problem. So you mean to tell me that you came here to get your stuff together, to be with your husband, get you and your husband's stuff right, when you have created this bloodline of chaos with all of these children, but you're not here to address any of those things? Iyanla said, no, ma'am, not today. Okay.
Makes a man feel.
Pause. Listen, they about to go to commercial break. Why am I in tears? Jesus Christ. Okay, so she talks to baby girl, who is just so sad. Baby girl is just so sad. And so she says, you know, have you ever had a time where you didn't feel sad? And she was like, it was back before my mama left. And then she's like, by the time she came back, we were in our teenage years, and everything that she modeled for us just wasn't a good example. And that's how she ended up to be where she is. And she said she's got to dedicate herself to her 2 children. And Iyanla is telling her that you can't dedicate your entire life. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to have something for you. Build yourself up. Be a good, so you can model good behavior for your daughters to see. Okay, and then so she leaves baby girl to do her exercises, and the other family members are doing their exercises when Iyanla gets called into wherever the mama is. And the mama says that she has something she wants to talk about, but you know, she doesn't want to talk about it on camera. And Iyanla says, well, you don't get to make that decision. You know, what if whatever it is, the secret is, what if you are supposed to be the example of what can happen and how you get through whatever it is? Thousands of people write me, I prayed and you got picked. So you're going to have to say whatever it is. And apparently baby girl was touched at the age of 12. And she's telling her, you have to sit with your experiences and deal with it. Hiya! Hold on. Listen. Whew, the elder's preaching a word today. So she brings the husband, she talks to the husband, and she was like, a disrespectful woman makes a man feel something, neglected or something. And she's like, you're going to have to put your foot down. If you're going to be the man, you're going to have to be the man. So she brings the Christy and Dimitri into the office, and she said, y'all got some work to do tonight. And she pulls out this book called The Spirit of Man. And she asks Dimitri, what is your spiritual foundation? Do you have one? And he says, no. She said, well, how are you leading anybody if you don't have no foundation? You leading this woman and you don't believe in nothing more than yourself? No higher power than yourself? How you gonna do that? Baby, that is all I'm saying. Like, it's fine. The age difference is fine. She's 47, he's 31. It's not the age difference that I have an issue with. My issue is, if you have to be that man, the alpha male. You have to be able to lead. And I have to know, as your wife, to trust in you to lead us, that you are following the Lord. Otherwise, you might lead us off a cliff. Oh, God. I felt that all the way down in my Shata Boshaya. Come on, Jesus. Okay. Crystal's like, I really don't understand why this keeps happening. But Iyanla tells the mama that she, right now is not the appropriate time to tell her children about her revealing that she had been molested, because they need to deal with you on their things first, their abandonment issues with you first. Because if they hear what happened to you, they're going to automatically jump into protective mode, and all of their issues with you will be swept under the rug in their protection of you. And so she sits down, she agrees, she sits down and have a conversation with the oldest son, and they talk about how he had to jump on somebody to keep from beating her. And so they are reconciling, and she has apologized, and now she's in
part of your future.
Pause.
Yep. We not.
So Mama and oldest son have started to build a bridge towards reconciliation. So Iyanla brings the daughter and the youngest son into a room, and she asks them, what do you want to be different when you leave here? And baby girl says, well, I just want everyone to understand what got us to this place so that we can work on doing it differently and acknowledging what has gone on before. And she's like, okay, and so what about you? And she asks baby boy. Baby boy says, well, what we went through growing up. I just don't want that to be your kid's story, is what we went through. And Ayala's like, well, wait, that's real vague. Like, I've been with you people for 2 days, and I've gone through and been through this. And besides your mama not being here, I don't have a rabbit ass clue as to what you children are talking about. Somebody gonna have to tell me something. We waiting. Commercial. Okay.
I've been talking to you for
pause. Okay. Because I feel like y'all about to dig in this woman's ass. So she talking to the babies, and she said, like, I've been with you people for 2 days. Y'all saying y'all been through all of this, but nobody wants to tell me what the hell is really going on. And so the little boy says, anything, adversity that you think that a young child abandoned by their mother, living in the ghetto, anything, adversity that you can think of, we've been through it. He didn't give any specifics, but he just said everything. I guess it's so overwhelming and so many things have happened. It's too much for him to start naming things, or he probably wouldn't stop. And so she says to him, she was like, I understand. She's like, I don't judge my mom because I know my biological father used to beat the brakes off of my mama. And he said that, I watched her. So the baby was saying how his father used to beat the brakes off of her. Either when he was in and out of jail. When he was out of jail, she had to be right next to him, or it was a problem. Even if he was on the corner selling crack, she had to be right there where he could see her at all times. Like, it's just really. And Iyanla was like, and he's like, do you understand the difference between judging and holding accountable? And he was like, judging is you still waiting for an explanation, and I don't want an explanation. I trust your motherly instincts. And she said, you think motherly instincts is to be on the corner with this man while he's selling crack? And she was like, well, that's what it took for the light bulb to come on for her to break away from him. And she said, baby, I want you to understand that everyone has failed you and your sister.
So you have to get clear.
Pause. So Iyanla has all of them in the room, and she has the cards, and she pulled out the card and it says jail. And she was like, did you see this thing? And the oldest brother said, well, with their father, the two kids' father, he's like, he's consistently in and out of jail. And he asked baby boy, he's like, do you see this in your future? He's like, probably. Then she pulls out a card that says drugs. And she's like, do you see this in your future? He's like, yes. And then the mama is over there crying and stuff. And Iyanla tells her, no, ma'am, you don't get to cry. Now's not the time for you to cry. You have to be strong. You can't be crying, and the baby can't be crying, because who is he going to lean on if you broken? Chair. If that ain't a word. So, pause before they get to the whole family situation. So, Iyanla talks to Christy and Demetrius. And what he's saying is that I need you to respect me, to treat me better, or I'm just gonna have to leave, because the way you are treating me does a disservice to me, mind, body, and spirit. And Mama is talking about how he's different from the alpha males that she's been, abusive alpha males. He's a gentler soul than what she's used to. And she says she wants the alpha male, but the alpha male with a gentle soul. And Iyanla was like, do you know how to be with that gentle soul without breaking him? And now they about to get the whole family together. I had to pause as Iyanla's giving some final thoughts. What I really got out of this episode is about accountability. Accountability in how your actions affect others, how what you say and do affects others. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. With mom abandoning the kids and them having to fend for themselves because mom never had a sturdy foundation. I keep saying you can't pour from an empty cup. You have got to make sure that you are good before you can make sure anyone else is good. That's why they tell you when the plane is in trouble, put your mask on first before you try to help somebody else. And those are really my final thoughts on this episode of Iyanla. I don't need to come on camera because my eyes are swollen shut. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kin, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.